One season in the sun on Santa Cruz Voice. It is Tuesday, March 17th. And yeah, it's St. Patrick's Day, we'll acknowledge it. But let's be honest. Is this really a holiday or just an excuse to wear green and make questionable decisions? Meanwhile, it is 84 degrees in Monterey, which sounds great until you realize nobody here has air conditioning. Just all of us collectively questioning our life choices in real time. Also, AI can now make music videos, not good ones. Let's be clear. But 6 months ago, it couldn't do it at all, so, all hail the computer overlords. We had a good run. And in a twist that makes absolutely no sense, vinyl record sales just crossed over $1 billion for the first time since 1983. A format that started in the late 1800s is now somehow one of the hottest things in 2020. Sepsi, we've officially gone full circle. And if there's any time left, this week in Bubbles, although, as we've learned, sending something in and actually showing up are two very different levels of commitment. We've got news, weather, and sports coming up. Let's get into it.
I don't know about that end there, but okay, sure. Welcome to One Season in the Sun. We're recording this a little late today because we were sitting here working with the stuff in the station there. So, hey, look, that's just all one of those things. It is 86 in Santa Cruz, 84 here in Monterey, 89 in Hollister, 89 in Salinas, 83 in San Francisco. It's hot for if it's 83 in San Francisco, it is hot. 87 in San Jose, 90 in Gilroy, 78 in Gorman, which is on the way to Anaheim, which is 97. So here's something I have to say about this. Hey, Veronica, how you doing? Glad to hear that it's your birthday. So here's some things that we're looking at here. If you're in an area where it's 82 degrees and it says it's a heat advisory, these are not people used to 83 degrees. I'm just saying. That is these are things that are just it's not good. It's not a good thing if, look, 97 in Anaheim. Okay, they're used to that. Hot air there is one of those things where, hey, it's LA, right? But if we're doing this here in Monterey,
was that an opinion 1 minute in?
Oh yeah, hold on.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the hosts and do not necessarily reflect the views of Santa Cruz Voice.
There we go. Yes, trying to get some stuff worked on the backside of water today, or backside of the station there thing. I realized the other day that I hadn't really written anything with serious intention in for a little bit, so I did. I don't know. That my crazy side was probably a thing. It was probably serious intention. Tigers and Grapes was serious. Although it wasn't very long. Serious intention, but that
Tigers and Grapes.
Tigers and Grapes. I mean, Camel Keepers and stuff like that. That was not done in serious intention, as Lucy will tell you. But so I have one of those for the end of the hour, and we've got Rachel's not here, and as we've often said, the level of commitment that we're putting in is equal to the level of commitment we're seeing. So, yeah. Harley Breakout Russia is joining us.
I'm not there either.
No, I got you. It is, so I'll have to reach out to Santana here in a little bit and see how the heck she's doing and all that. So these
who I blame?
Who?
That kid with the Escalade.
Escalades. Escalades. That is not copyrighted music. Do not get at me if you spot, you bastards.
Nope.
Hold on.
All
The
original.
opinions expressed on this program are those of the hosts and do not necessarily reflect the views of Santa Cruz Voice.
There you go. So yeah. So I don't even remember what it is. What all of the things you were talking about there.
So we shouldn't sing "Happy Birthday," right? That would get us in trouble.
Yeah, it's public domain. But no.
Okay. All right.
So Bay
I tried.
FC won their home opener, first game of the season. That was a 2-1 win against expansion side Denver. Had a chance to score more goals. Coach Emma Coates was even, repeatedly said that during the press conference after the game. It is a different kind of energy at Bay FC than it is in any other sporting event in the area. I am just telling you, if you haven't been, you got to go. Let's see. We've got trying to figure out where it is I put down the bowl of treats, because I'm trying to make sure that I, since we're doing this at home, I want to make sure that I'm, taking care of El Doggos, but not making him accessible to El Doggo.
There.
It is hot, as evidenced by the fact that Darla is just passed out next to me. So these are things to note. Let's see. Earthquakes conceded their first goal of the year in a 1-0 defeat at the hands of Seattle. I'm still calling this a defensive trend. As many goals as they gave up last year, which was their Achilles heel, they scored a lot, but they unfortunately gave up more at the wrong time for the entire season. So I'm just gonna be like, yes, that was a problem. I'm saying that being that issue, giving up one goal to a better side than they've faced so far this year, and still only giving up one goal. Should have been, there was a 1% play that Seattle made right on the line. There was two just desperation blocks that kept, desperation saves that kept, one by a field player on the goal line, flying through the air, kicking it out of a ball, kicking a ball up that was going into the goal after it had been partially slowed down by the goalkeeper, and then one slowed down by the goalkeeper out in front. Kept the Earthquakes from two very realistic scoring chances, and I'm calling the defense a trend, though. I am. 4 games in, I'm calling it defensive trend, and we'll see if it continues. But right now, I'm calling it a trend, and let's see how it goes as they, are going to be facing Vancouver this weekend and doing some facing more and higher end in the scheme of MLS sides over the next few weeks. I'm calling it a hey, look, it may actually be exactly what we were hoping for this year so far. The United States won a Baseball World Classic game against against Dominican Republic on Monday night. Italy and Venezuela. I keep calling it Valenzuela, but it is really Venezuela. I'm being snarky. I should stop being snarky. And Italy lost against Valenzuela last night, ending their Cinderella run. But they will. Venezuela and the United States will be playing for the World Baseball Classic title tonight. Then back to spring training for about a week, and next Wednesday, opening night. So there we go. So we got that to look forward to. Buckeyes opener this Saturday. It's in Independence High School. Gates open at 3, kickoff at 4. Anybody wants to come out to that, please do. The Buckeyes, as everybody knows, near and dear to my heart. I will be there running a lot of stuff, and we would appreciate anybody coming out. As we always do. And we're going to welcome in Kent from Greater Omaha at this time. Hold on.
Kent from Greater Omaha.
Alrighty. So what do we know about, is there any news?
I've actually got some news, yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Uh-huh.
It's that time again, where everything's breaking and nothing's fixed. Local storms, weird politics, and someone's emotional support iguana stealing the spotlight. That's your news with Kent from Greater Omaha.
All right. Community support continues for victims of a deadly apartment fire in Monterey. Local businesses have stepped in to help feed nearly 90 people displaced by the blaze on Casanova Avenue. One seafood supplier donated about 200 pounds of fresh fish, working with a Cannery Row restaurant to prepare and distribute meals. The donation includes items like white sea bass and swordfish, with organizers calling it a small gesture to support families who lost their homes. The fire, which broke out...
Oh, yeah. No, you're about to tell us. Never mind. Keep going.
The fire, which broke out early in the morning, displaced dozens and left at least one person dead. Many residents are still staying in temporary housing and continue to need assistance. Nonprofits and volunteers are also providing meals, supplies, and support as recovery efforts continue. The organizers are now encouraging other local businesses to step in and help however they can.
All right, then.
So not really stable condition.
No.
Working on getting back on their feet.
Yeah. It's like people are still needing. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to send her on that. Okay, so so we got that. We weren't apparently even able to talk about the Joby Aviation thing because, well, it was on the Instagram feed, but not on the podcast because podcast didn't work last week. So Joby Aviation will also announce this week that they're going to be doing they're going to be applying for FCC approval for air taxi service. I still feel like we need to see a lot more test landings first. I'm just not ready. I'm not ready yet.
It really depends on how you want to look at it, but like that is what's happening. It's just there's people.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So, okay. So,
I mean, every flight is a test flight.
Every flight is a test flight. Well, and that was the thing too. So I was showing somebody the chair ride where, you're at the end of the chain and then they have the little chairs on International Drive in Orlando that goes up 300 feet or 200 something feet. I forget how it is. I'll look it up.
It's only like 100 meters. So
yeah, let's see. All right, hold on here. I'll just ask. I'll ask real quick. It'll come up with it really quick. How tall is the swinging chair ride on International Drive in Orlando? Okay, so it'll tell me. And they were like, no.
Tall enough. Okay, well that's not accurate.
It says, oh, no crap. Okay, this is worse than I thought.
Okay.
450 feet.
Oof.
So it is taller than the Orlando Eye observation wheel, which is 400 feet. What kind of safety features, like can people unbuckle themselves? So I'm going to see
safety feature
that it would be a face. Okay, you cannot unbuckle yourself mid-ride. It's specifically designed so riders can't release themselves. Here's how it actually works on the Orlando. Okay, seatbelt, secondary harness between legs, lap restraint, deep bucket style seat. Can you up? The locks are controlled by the ride operator. Okay, so it's not like going to Disney, where Disney has the thing where you can just lift the thing and then they tell you don't lift the little bar. Yeah, so.
Sure.
If something comes undone, you're held by multiple independent systems, belt harness, forcefully actually push you into the seat out of it when it can't be casually opened by the. You're locked in by design, and then there's apparently, if you want, I can break it down why it feels like you might slip out even though you won't. That's the wild psychological part of that ride. No, I have no interest in being anywhere near this ride. And I would just, pointing this out as I feel like this is exactly like Joby. They can tell me how
to explain why you're terrified.
They can tell me how safe it is all I want. I really just don't think I have an interest in getting in it. Just saying.
Well, air travel is the safest of all forms of travel. Everyone knows that.
Well, yeah, but air travel in something that I fly around at the beach is not, in a big version of something I fly around at the beach that, by the way, doesn't always come back the way it's supposed to, is not something I want. No.
Well, if you're going to qualify it.
Yeah, no, if I want to qualify it, I'm like, oh, no, I want to come back and not die. Well, dude, well,
Wow.
If you're worried about yourself and not just your next of kin, what is wrong? I know, what is wrong with me?
I advise staying away from cars and walking and just everything, man.
No, I got you. So here's kind of where I'm thinking. I'm thinking that today, because we don't have new commercials there, and we haven't cleared some of it. I'm just going to head. Do we have any other news? I'm sorry. Do we have any other news?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could put it in news, or we could put it in general interest.
General malaise. It is St. Patrick's Day. We're going to get into that, so don't worry. We're going to get into that a little bit.
It's what now?
It is St. Patrick's Day.
Huh. How about that?
Somehow we completely skipped over Pie Day without having a pie.
I know. Well, actually, I had a pizza.
Oh.
I had a Costco pizza, so
okay.
It's about as pie as it gets.
About as pie as it gets, yeah.
And can I just say,
3.14 pepperoni. There you go. What?
That's right. It's not a lot of pepperoni altogether, but they're being cheeky. But can I just say, and I think I can because I'm about to, that you should never buy an individual slice of Costco pizza, because for $9.99 plus tax, you can get a whole pizza. So for the price of 3 slices, you can have an entire pizza. You should just have an entire pizza.
Or you should just get a hot dog, because it's $1.50 and it includes a drink.
Man, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm ready for the button because it is an opinion.
You're ready for you to hit the button?
I am ready for me to hit the button. Okay. It is the only real thing of value in California.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the hosts and do not necessarily reflect the views of Santa Cruz Voice.
Oh, I'm telling you, I bet it does reflect the views of Santa Cruz Voice, because Costco hot dogs are $1.50 everywhere. Okay, where gas is like $2.50 something in parts of the country, and it's approaching or over $5 around here. Speaking of which, I had a issue where I got gas the other day, and it was strange. So I'm going to have to figure out some of this. So there we go. We're going to figure all this out.
All right.
All right. So,
But yeah, the soda actually has increased in price. So if you just get a soda, it's pushing about $1, which means now the hot dog's 50 cents.
yeah, exactly. So, all right. So I'm gonna, you know what? Today, since we haven't got a big commercial card, I'm just going to go ahead and play a song here. Well, no. Yeah.
We can do the Garrison Keeler thing. Brought to you by Biscuits. My, they're tasty.
Okay. Well, sure.
All right. Well, they are.
Well, they are. There you go. This is true.
Biscuits. I get defensive about how tasty they are.
Well, that can be a thing. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna play. There you go. I'm gonna play one of our house band's new songs here in lieu of commercials. Why? Because I can today. So we're gonna do that. We'll be back. 2:57. We'll be right back here. SantaCruzVoice.com. You're listening to One Season in the Sun.
Like the sugar, but forgot the spice. You read the calm, but missed all the signs. There's no thunder till the lightning strikes. I ain't proud of the thoughts running around in my head. Last guy who crossed me, they ain't found him yet. I've a calm, been good, like I'm playing a part. This ain't the time to test my boy, you ain't seen my crazy side. I keep my voice low, keep my cards close. Let things settle, let the silence grow. You thought I stayed, 'cause I didn't fight. I was just choosing the moment right. I ain't proud of the thoughts running around in my head. Last guy who crossed me, they ain't found him yet. This ain't the time to test my heart. Boy, you ain't seen my crazy side. I don't break easy, I don't bend fast. I remember everything you thought would pass. You keep pushing like you want that door. Careful what you're reaching for. Crazy side. I walk away, let the silence decide. But you ain't seen my crazy side.
All right, we're back right here on Santa Cruz Voice. You are listening to One Season in the Sun. Man, this is what... Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into that first here. This is what happens when you let the house band or the AI just, it's like, make me a song about, how, well, you ain't seen my crazy side. And it can get a little scary. But I'll tell you what is even scarier now is the service we use, which delivers studio quality, stuff. And I'll be honest with that. It's gotten so much better in the last couple of years. It's delivering stuff that is realistic singing render of these songs too, although the movements are a little weird so far. And it's available to the public versus, people with these, giant, $1 million computers and stuff like that. And so it's kind of it's a little bit different thing. And
so this is the first I'm hearing that the dancing was weird, because that's how I dance.
Oh, well, okay.
That looked completely normal to me.
Oh, okay. As long as we got a thing going on there.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks for the no-sell.
Well, there you go. I mean, it's not at MTV storytelling yet, but it's already good enough for social media and promo and stuff. So, I mean, it's like it's a thing that is in 6 months. In 6 months, is it just going to be songwriters and people who understand how to make visuals or describe visuals to their music? Because
Taylor Swift's been in a bunker for the last 3 months. She's using AI and holograms.
yeah,
That's the future. Why go out? Look, Santa Claus can be in multiple malls, so I mean, why can't Taylor Swift perform in Dubai and Saudi Arabia?
well, yeah. And all without the, fear of missiles from anybody. Oh, hold on.
The opinions expressed on this
There you
program
go.
are those of the hosts and do not necessarily reflect the views of Santa Cruz Voice.
That was one of my more necessary ones lately. I'm just, alrighty. Yeah. So I'm also wearing my whale hat today. It's a whale of a hat. So. That's the thing. I think tomorrow we're going to have to combine whatever we do for Taste Test Tuesday on Wednesday with some more giving the dogs pup cups. Because,
Well, isn't there another flavor?
well, yes, which I have. Peanut butter. Yes. And so,
Now we're talking.
however, it did not make it on the podcast because the podcast did not record. So, it's on a short form on the TikTok, but not anywhere with the full thing. So, gonna do it again. And
But don't they make another flavor of that whipped cream?
which I just dealt with. Yes, peanut butter, which I have.
Oh, so you have both. Okay.
Well, I have peanut butter because I have run out of bacon.
That's right. The other one was bacon. Because I was like, I would have thought you'd already done the peanut butter since dogs are so apt to go for peanut butter.
Are you just trying to
bet.
fill somebody's spot on the show today? Is that what's going on here? Just because I swore I just said that.
Here, let me check my notes.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Turns out it was bacon last week. So there. I solved the,
baked on. I don't know. I don't know was it baked on? Is that what we're talking about? And so
there was a tiger.
Sorry. Tiger and grapes. Yeah.
Yes, there's a tiger and grapes, and there's hula hooping. Look, this is nothing about this is surprising or weird.
Yep. Let's see. So here's where we're, and so
Yep.
and so
Pause. Yep.
and so we are talking about and then oh my gosh. Stuff about St. Patrick's Day. And so it is so hot. Darla is having trouble with the hops today. Like, did not get clear directly on the couch, just straight up. Let's see. Things about St. Patrick's Day. It's named after St. Patrick. How convenient. Celebrated on March 17th, the day he's believed to have died in the 5th century. Let's see. The shamrock is used to explain the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. What things that happen on St. Patrick's Day. They pollute the Chicago River. Let's see. Pretty low.
Now, is that an opinion, or that's just literally what they do?
Okay, they put green food coloring in the Chicago River, and it turns it into a really sickening green. And if we're really concerned about the environment, we wouldn't do that. Oh, yeah, there you go.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the hosts and do not necessarily reflect the views of Santa Cruz Voice.
It's a feast day in Ireland. Actually, it's pretty low key in Ireland, where the pubs are actually closed. They were actually closed for it until the 70s. Let's see, huge parades in New York City, Boston, and Chicago. Ironically, the go all out version of the holiday is more American than Irish. Why everyone says, why do they wear green for St. Patrick's Day?
Because they don't want to be pinched.
Okay, yeah, but how did this start?
The English were pinching everyone. That would have been.
No, it says
that would have been orange.
Folklore says it makes you invisible to leprechauns.
Of course.
Of course, yes, there we go. Leprechaun thing, not part of the religious holiday at all. Pop culture acts. Not there's not part of the holiday. Let's see, modern day vibe. It's half heritage, half excuse to day drink. Bars treat it like New Year's Eve, and yeah. So these are things.
Bars treat it like New Year's Eve. That's fair.
Yeah,
that's pretty true.
Yeah. So
Patty's Pub, especially.
Yeah. So I don't know what else. What else you got?
That is to say, last year was the first year since 1983 that vinyl made over $1 billion, $1.04 billion, in fact.
Okay.
Yeah. Not since 1983. Have records. See, a lot of stuff has come back in the last 5 years. You got tabletop gaming. It's over the top of the table. It's on top of the table. But you got tabletop gaming, which has gone up 20% year over year for the last 5 years. And now you've got physical media coming back. You got people buying records. So, pretty cool.
Yeah, it's both cool and maybe we shouldn't just jump off of things just because they say, "Oh, look, CDs are awesome," or everything.
CDs have not survived,
or everything should be a subscription. Yes.
Are you disagreeing with the World Economic Foundation?
I am. So hold on. I'm prepared on the button here. Have you heard about the yellow dye number 5?
Well, I've probably consumed a lot of it.
Okay. It is a viral claim that says that it turns mice transparent.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And what's actually happening, it's like it scatters the light off the tissues and it changes how the light moves. And what they're basically doing is they're giving them overdoses of yellow number 5. And they say it's not something you can drink or apply safely. It's not turning animals invisible. It's not usable outside control experience, and it's not a DIY trick. Do not try this at home. Hold on.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the hosts and do not necessarily reflect the views of Santa Cruz Voice.
I gotta say that I gotta say that is probably actually the view of Santa Cruz Voice. Do not try this at home.
Am I the only one reading between the lines here? It's like, I think this will turn you invisible.
Well, see, that's what it blew up. Why it blew up online, but not something you're doing with a bottle of yellow dye and a bad idea.
Right, but I'm saying, if it did work, Why would they tell you?
Yeah. I mean, why would they tell you, especially until they've gone and robbed a few banks?
Right. There'd just be a rash of bank robberies and what else? I guess Pokemon cards would just disappear like crazy.
Yeah.
Legos. Dominoes. No, I don't think dominoes change in value. I think they might be.
We have people that would know. So.
It's true.
Yeah, we have people that know. We're going to have to talk to them because domino domination is coming soon.
Sure.
Hold on here. All right, I was waving a treat at Enzo, and he was looking at me like, what? He's like, it's too hot. It's too hot, dude.
I just, man, I'm not working.
Yeah.
I'm not a working dog.
Darla's like, I will put my head up for this. Okay, sure.
I'll give you that much.
Yeah, so I don't know. What else do we got? What else do we got here today? I had notes, and then I don't know. It just kind of.
Well, we had transparent mice, but again, you're claiming, or they're claiming, it doesn't turn mice transparent. Although it really sounds like somebody smuggled that information out, and then they're like, "Well, that's definitely not the truth." I'll be really curious to see, if I would write that into a film,
Yeah.
Just be like,
Yeah. No, I got you.
the dude douses himself in yellow dye number, was it 20? 9? 17?
Yeah.
53? Yeah.
Something. Hold
One
on.
of those. Some kind of dye.
Yeah. No, exactly. All right. Let's see. So do we got here?
Taylor Swift sold 1.6 million copies of The Life of a Showgirl. So
On vinyl?
on vinyl, yeah. So that's,
Yeah.
she's one, what was it?
Like a
1,000th just by herself.
Yep. No. So there we go. So the dogs are now flipping out. Must be the mailman.
Excellent.
Or something. I don't know. There's something going on. They are flipping out. Let's see. What else do we got here?
The R in ASMR stands for radio.
Is it?
No, but it could.
Yeah. All right. So
If you
you
go
know
along
what?
with it, then it can.
Yeah. There you go. All right. So I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna shorter thing as we're doing this. And we will be back. Yeah, we'll be back on
Yeah, I think we
SantaCruzVoice.com.
will be back.
You're listening to One Season in the Sun. There you go.
There's a tiger in the vineyard eating somebody's grapes. Ken's online again, typing 10-page takes. Steve's in the garden with dirt on his hands, talking to tomatoes like they understand. Tigers and grapes, what a world we're in. Ken versus Steve in the comment bin. One guy yelling, one guy planting. Nobody knows how the tiger got in. Steve grows peppers, vines, and plants. Ken grows arguments and rants. Tigers and grapes, that's how it goes. Ken throws punches, Steve just grows. Meanwhile, the tiger slips walks away with a mouth full of grapes. There's a tiger in the vineyard.
I don't even
eating some.
I don't even know if I understand that one.
Tiger in the Vineyard.
Tigers and grapes.
It's,
I don't know.
It's because you referenced that I said that guy had plants in the audience.
Yeah.
To
I don't know where you're at, but you have not got good signal. So okay. So you know what? We will go into the idea of this week in Bubbles real quick. All right. So let's see. All right. Are you back or are you gone?
Am I back? How do I sound?
All right. You sound a little better.
A little better. Hey, step in the right direction.
Let's see here. Let me see. We introduce. We'll look at this week in Bubbles real quick, because we're not going to go as long as normal. Because, well, we're not.
I do want to interject briefly. Thriller and Fleetwood Mac are on the top 10 records sold last year, and they're the only ones that are pre-21st century.
Interesting. Triller's been selling copies forever, and I'm not sure exactly what's going on.
Thriller's a juggernaut.
Yeah. If only there was somebody around to use the shovel up on all that stuff. Okay, so I'm looking at this. It's like it says there's parts about it's time to make real eye contact and real heart-to-heart contact. I just have no idea what she means. It's Patron Don's birthday. It's Veronica Santana's birthday. So, again, Sunderground. There was an underground rave sold out in town, and she got 2 more tickets. And then there was 619 to 719 for Bubbles at the Lighthouse.
Now, is that why she wasn't? That's why she isn't here today, because she went to an underground rave?
I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. There's Burners talk on Bubblicious at Absurdia. The spelling here is not helping me. There's an
I think you just summoned a demon.
There's an extravaganza in Boulder Creek. There will be a parade on the 4th of April. That's pretty fun. And then there's the Bubble Field. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot. There's music for this. Oh wait, that's not it.
Erica, she cuts hair.
That's not it. I don't know. It's somewhere.
That's not it.
It's somewhere. It's not here.
Bubbles. There's
Darla.
This weekend Bubbles. Do. Bubbles.
Bubbles. There you go. So you know what? Honestly, we're going to cut it a little short today because we can. But here's what we do have. We have tomorrow's going to be Taste Test Tuesday on Wednesday again, where we're going to do a replay of dogs and pup cups. That's gonna be fun. And I don't know. Maybe we'll figure out what it is we didn't get to today, because I'm pretty sure there's stuff. So hold on.
Bacon and peanut butter go so well together on a burger.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. So in the meantime, all right. So I'm gonna hit this one, newest one in intentionality, and we will see you tomorrow.
There's an old carved bench by the river bend where we talked till the daylight end. two names cut deep in the weathered grain. Back when forever felt easy to claim. Sometimes the rain washes our memories away. Life slowly blurs out yesterday. Your name washing out in the grain, like old footprints filling up with pain. Sometimes the rain washes our memories away. That bench still stands where it always stood, holding our names in the splintered wood. People pass by, but they never see what that little carving still means to me. Sometimes the rain washes our memories away. Life slowly blurs out yesterday. Your name washing out in the grain, like old footprints filling up with pain. Sometimes the rain washes our memories away. Maybe some promises fade with time. Maybe some hearts fall out of rhyme. Sometimes the rain washes our memories away. Life slowly blurs out yesterday. Your name washing out in the grain, like old footprints filling up with pain. Sometimes the rain washes our memories away. Just an old carved bench by the river bend, and the ghost of a love that might have